Imagine the moment when anime characters finally unleash their true power. From Monkey D. Luffy awakening Gear 5 to Goku transforming into a Super Saiyan for the very first time. These are the moments when characters stop holding back and reveal just how terrifying they really are. Starting with the time Hero Hunter Guru defeated the S-Class Hero Tank Top Master in a brutal battle that shocked everyone watching. After suffering defeat at the hands of Kaido, one of the most iconic moments in One Piece begins to unfold. As Luffy lies motionless, his heartbeat suddenly starts again, echoing with the mysterious drums of liberation. It's then revealed that Monkey D. Luffy has awakened the true nature of his devil fruit, taking on the presence among associated with Joy Boy. By unlocking Gear 5, Luffy reaches an entirely new level of power and returns to confront Kaido once again in a form unlike anything seen before. Next up, during his final battle with Kishu Arima, Kaneki is forced to unleash the full power of his ghoul abilities despite his reluctance to fight. In response, Arima draws his powerful Quinquo weapons and pushes the battle to its absolute limit. As the fight continues, it becomes clear that Kaneki has grown into a monster Arima can no longer stop. But when Kaneki reveals that he has no intention of killing him, Arima refuses to accept defeat on those terms and ultimately chooses his own end. The next scene takes us to the battle against Gyutaro, where it seemed like Tanjiro Kamado and his group were about to be overwhelmed. Just when the situation looked hopeless, Mitsuri Kenroji stepped forward, unleashing incredible speed and strength against the demon. Her efforts created the opening Tanjiro needed to track down the demon's true body. Seizing that chance, he pushed his Hinokami Kagura techniques to their limit in a desperate attempt to end the battle. Up next, we look at the moment when Eren Yeager became convinced that destroying the outside world was the only way to protect his friends and Paratus. With that belief, he chose to unleash the power of the founding Titan. That decision triggered the rumbling, causing massive destruction across the world and leaving everyone in shock as Eren revealed a terrifying new form, unlike anything seen before. In that moment, he gained a level of power that felt almost godlike. Next up, we have the moment when chaos consumed London during the brutal war between the Hellsing organization and the Nazi vampires of Millennium. Following his master's command, Alucard finally released his true power by activating Level 0. In that form, Alucard became a terrifying embodiment of darkness and bloodshed, unleashing the countless souls and undead armies he had absorbed throughout his existence. It was a horrifying display of power that completely transformed the battlefield. But in our next clip, when Naruto Uzumaki fought Orochimaru, it initially seemed like Orochimaru had complete control of the battle because of his terrifying abilities and experience. But then Naruto tapped deeper into the power of the Nine Tails for the first time, unleashing an overwhelming amount of chakra. As the fight continued, he began losing control, consumed by rage and destructive instincts, transforming into a ferocious force unlike anything seen before. Up next, we have the legendary clash between Kenpachi Zaraki and Ichigo Kurosaki. During the fight, Kenpachi finally acknowledged Ichigo as a worthy opponent and decided to unleash more of his true strength by removing his eye patch. The moment his spiritual pressure exploded, the entire atmosphere changed. Kenpachi revealed a terrifying level of power that made it clear why he was feared throughout the Soul Society.
悪いけど時間はかけてられねえに型をつけさせてもらうぜ。
一気に肩をつけるだとあるな。ここまで楽しくなってきたのにたまんねえな。俺がなぜ復活できたのか。
隊長
上だ。お前になら全能だ。
なんだ眼帯を外したら
こいつは技術開発局の連中に霊力を無限に食らい続ける化け物分の冷圧を倒すためにつぎ込む、それだけのことだ。ねえ
みんな。
Up next, during the battle against the powerful enemy Ragnarok, Sid Kaganu, also known as Shadow, finally reveals the terrifying extent of his abilities. He overwhelms the battlefield with relentless attacks, casually displaying power far beyond everyone around him. But when the fight reaches its peak, Shadow unleashes his ultimate technique in overwhelming force, so destructive that it feels beyond what the world itself can contain. We now move to the moment when Kayuno 9 prepares to strike down Rino Ichikawa, leaving Kikaru Shinomiya helpless as her alive faces certain death. But at the last second, Kafka Hibino arrives in his Kayuno 8 form to save him. Even though Kayuno 9 initially believed Kafka was far weaker, the battle quickly changed once Kafka unleashed the true extent of his power, catching his opponent completely off guard. In the next scene, just when Goku and his allies seemed completely defeated, Frieza believed victory was already his. He mocked Goku without fear, convinced no one could challenge his power. But everything changed in an instant. Driven by overwhelming rage, Goku awakened the legendary Super Saiyan transformation for the very first time. As his power exploded, the entire atmosphere shifted, leaving Frieza stunned at the sight of the warrior standing before him. Next, we have the moment when the Demon Lord Gazarm believed victory was already his. Confident in his overwhelming strength, he prepared to wipe everything out with his deadly Dark Sphere technique. But Lloyd de Saloum effortlessly neutralized the attack, revealing abilities he had only recently mastered. Gazarm was left completely stunned and furious, unable to believe that someone could counter his strongest technique so easily. Our next scene takes us to the battle between Meliodas and Escanor, where the Demon King initially appeared to have the upper hand. Meliodas overwhelmed Escanor and looked ready to finish the fight, but Escanor responded by unleashing his secret ability, the One, bathed in overwhelming sunlight. He transformed into an unstoppable force for a brief moment, becoming so powerful that even Meliodas' attacks seemed completely ineffective against him. Our next clip showcases the climactic battle between Rudius Greyrat and Orsted. At first, it seemed impossible for Rudius to survive against someone with such overwhelming strength and experience. But pushed into a desperate situation, Rudius unleashed everything he had, tapping into abilities and determination far beyond what anyone expected. Even against a monster like Orsted, he refused to back down, creating one of the most intense moments in the series.
リック
くそ、ここまでか。でも俺の動く
さすがにここまでですわね。
尊いにはまだ足りない。パイへの恩はこの程度で。
あれはリック様のこういうスキル。
レスソーレア。
はい、ですのでブロストン様には内密に。
いう形にばかりこだわっていたが、俺を頼り俺を思いしてくれる仲間がいる。俺はとっくに
二人ともとっくに限界を超えてますわ。
Next up, we have the moment when Sung Jinwoo was betrayed by his fellow hunters and targeted as the weakest among them. Outnumbered and underestimated, they believed he would be easy to eliminate. But the situation changed instantly. In Wu awakened terrifying new abilities, along with a deadly aura none of them had ever seen before. In that moment, the hunters realized the man they looked down on was no longer weak at all. But in our next clip, even though he started as an ordinary student, Yuji Itadori found the courage to confront deadly curses in order to protect his friends. During a desperate battle, he made the shocking decision to swallow one of Ryomen Sukuna's cursed fingers. Megumi Fushiguro believed that act would immediately kill him. But to everyone's surprise, Itadori survived and became Sukuna's vessel, awakening terrifying new powers in the process. We now move into the final battle between Giorno Giovanna and Diavolo. As Diavolo considers escaping the confrontation, Giorno steps forward and claims the Requiem arrow for himself. For the first time, Giorno awakens Gold Experience Requiem to its full potential. With the arrow accepting him as worthy, his stand evolves into an ability far beyond anything seen before. Gold Experience Requiem completely overwhelms Diavolo, demonstrating a power so absolute that his opponent never truly stood a chance.
こんなことでこのディアボロが敗北するわけがない。ここは引くのだ。嫌から身を隠し。
ジョルノ、あいつを。
矢を掴んでいる。グイエムの次に矢を支配するのはジョルノだ。
やはりこの俺がここで。
とも無意味な行為だがゴールドエクスペリエンス。
なぜ
お前は矢に拒否されたんだ。ダメだ。変わりなく。何を見ているんだ。出てくるところを見てるはずじゃないのか。いやが何かの間違いを見ている。体を見ているはずなのだ。
ゴールドエクスペリエンスレクイエム、パワーの先に行ったわ。
全ての時間は消し飛ぶをしようとしているのか。完全に
Finally, we have the moment when Anos Voldegod completely overwhelms Zeeps and Du. During the Academy's battle exercises, Zeeps ends up facing the reincarnated Demon King himself, a matchup that was doomed from the start. From the very beginning, Anos reveals just how absurd his power truly is, casually dominating the fight with overwhelming magic and terrifying strength. What was supposed to be a simple match quickly turned into a brutal demonstration of why Anos is feared as the legendary Demon King reborn.